It was a pretty angering atmosphere at the time.
This morning, the fight over Act 10, how public employees are reacting to the new ruling.
Plus, what one meat processor is saying about the gun deer season and how he's maintained the tradition. Happy Tuesday, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now This Morning. I'm Kyrie Lee.
I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for tuning in. We got some really cold temperatures coming our way in the forecast.
I just love when it's cold outside because it's just so crisp, and it just brings me.
It's refreshing.
It just brings life to me.
I finally got you to come around.
Yeah,
and embrace Wisconsin winters.
It just took me a minute to take it all in. And if only I were telling the truth right there. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. And I know meteorologist Savannah Brito is not looking forward to this either.
Makes you feel alive, Savannah.
I guess some would say that, yeah. It's not bad this morning. It's actually going to be okay again tonight into early Wednesday morning. But Wednesday night into early Thursday, we're going to see the coldest air temperatures that we've seen for quite some time. And when you factor in those wind chills, it's going to be pretty dangerous out there. Right now, the mid-20s across Dane County, 24. That's what we're waking up to in Madison. There are a couple of teens, mainly just to our northwest, where that darker shade of blue is, that navy color. The rest of southern Wisconsin, and for the most part, we're waking up to the 20s. That's because we have some cloud cover in place, helping us a little bit warmer, stay a little bit warmer. We could see a dusting of snow tomorrow into early Thursday. That's when winds are going to gust very strong, hence creating very chilly wind chills out there. Arctic air moves in. We'll talk about how warm we're going to be over the weekend, when specifically we're going to see the 40s return. So guys, that's the silver lining. We got some 40s on the way.
Okay. We'll earn them by the time they come into the forecast. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you, Savannah. All right, back to our Act 10 coverage this morning. It was 2011. The fight over Act 10 drew some national attention. Tens of thousands of government employees filled the Capitol to oppose the bill.
And a court ruling 13 years later is causing the memories to come flooding back. Our Braden Ross sat down with these employees to hear how they're feeling.
The district administrator made a statement that stuck in my head, and that was, "You have no idea what's coming."
That was Wisconsin teacher Matt Zebarth's introduction to Act 10.
I mean, it was like, what are they doing? This doesn't make sense.
He was one of tens of thousands of government workers who took to the Capitol to protest the bill.
It was a pretty angering atmosphere at the time because it just felt like an attack.
But by March 2011, it was clear
Those protests landed on deaf ears.
Act 10 barred most government employees in Wisconsin from collectively bargaining for better wages, working conditions, and benefits.
Suddenly, what you had one year, what drew you to a position, what made you want to make that life change, because the benefits were better, the pay was better, whatever that was, without any negotiation, was just changed. And it wasn't changed for the better.
Keith Hurlburt was working as the Iowa County Emergency Management Director in 2011 and saw the impacts of Act 10 on his colleagues firsthand.
They didn't have the buying power they had before Act 10. They couldn't go out to eat as often. They couldn't donate as much to the church.
For teachers like Zebarth, worse pay and benefits was only the start.
What that's created is a lot of good teachers mid-career leaving the profession. It leaves a gap as far as that mentorship and training.
But despite the challenges posed by Act 10, both Hurlburt and Zebarth say it wasn't enough for them to stop doing the jobs they loved.
The people who work for our government, for the most part, deserve respect, and they do good jobs. Their entire being is about helping everyone else.
And now that Act 10 appears to be on its way out,
I think that in the end, what's good and what's right will ultimately win.
Our Braden Ross reporting there. Both Zebarth and Hurlburt say that they are cautiously optimistic about the future of yesterday's court ruling. They are still likely to appeal, though, and there will be more challenges to come on the Dane County judge's ruling.
6:04, former Wisconsin Assembly Speaker and State Supreme Court Justice David Prosser has died. He passed on Sunday after a months-long battle with cancer. Prosser served in the Assembly for 18 years. He then went on to serve another 18 years on the state's High Court. While in the legislature, he pushed for funding for the Milwaukee Brewers Stadium. His colleagues say he had a reputation for taking his research seriously and for reaching across the aisle.
Whether he was in the Assembly or on the Supreme Court, he was oftentimes the last light on in the building up at the state capitol. But he did that because he wanted to be scholarly, wanted to do the research himself, wanted to understand the issues himself. And I think part of that allowed him to be a more effective legislator than most.
Prosser took part in notable political battles. He barely won re-election to the court in 2011 amid the implementation of Act 10, just months after he was involved in a physical fight with Justice Ann Walsh Bradley during a discussion about that ruling.
The Green Lake County Sheriff's Office is investigating the death of a 75-year-old man. They say that man and his vehicle were found in the Fox River next to his property in St. Marie. The vehicle had ice around it. The man was alongside the vehicle.
The state's gun deer hunt season is over. This means it's time to start processing all the meat. Wisconsin River Meats of Mauston has taken in over 1,300 deer since the start of the season. That's on top of the 800 brought in during archery season. Owner John Ham has stayed in processing, while he says others have moved away from it.
Deer processing has built our business, and we encourage it, and we give full support to the hunters and to the processing community. I've still got customers for families for deer processing from the 70s still coming.
He says this season has been very successful compared to the last. We are still waiting to hear the total number of deer harvested during the 9-day season from the DNR. The state's muzzleloader season runs until the 11th.
The TSA says more than 3 million people were screened at airports nationwide on Sunday. That makes it the busiest travel day of the year. Sunday eclipsed the previous record that was just set in July.
Also breaking records, online shopping on Black Friday this year. Consumers spent $10.8 billion. That's up $1 billion from last year. That's according to new numbers from Adobe Analytics. They expect Cyber Monday to be even bigger. Those numbers will be released later today.
In other news this morning, CBS News says that a UW-Madison student is the sole survivor of a deadly Cybertruck crash in California. 20-year-old Jordan Miller, a sophomore at UW, his mother confirmed he was in surgery Friday morning. That crash left 3 others dead after a Cybertruck crashed into a tree and caught fire. It happened at 3 a.m. Wednesday. All 3 victims graduated from Piedmont High School in 2023.
Syrian and Russian jets are stepping up strikes in northern Syria. That comes after a coalition of armed rebel groups regained control of the country's second largest city, Aleppo. The Syrian army's airstrikes have killed hundreds of civilians. That includes 3 civilians who died after airstrikes in hospitals. That's according to the opposition-run rescue service, the White Helmets.
President-elect Donald Trump threatening to impose some sweeping tariffs for products from several nations here. Most recently, he's threatened to impose a 100% tariff on the 9 BRICS nations. Those include Brazil, Russia, India, Iran, the United Arab Emirates, among others. That's if they try to replace the U.S. dollar with another currency. The move comes after the president-elect threatened to impose 25% tariffs on all products from Mexico and Canada, as well as an additional 10% tax on goods from China.
President Joe Biden is making his first trip to sub-Saharan Africa. Yesterday marked the start of a 3-day trip. His goal is to counter China's influence by highlighting a U.S.-backed railway project. This would advance the U.S.'s presence in the region. It's home to critical minerals for EVs, electronics, and clean energy technologies. The last president to visit the region was Barack Obama in 2015.
Let's take a look at this. The White House sure ready for the holidays. This year's decoration theme, a season of peace and light. It features 83 Christmas trees, 28,000 ornaments, and 165,000 holiday lights. And some rooms have special themes, like the China Room contains artisanal breads, and the State Dining Room, they have a tree there with ornaments from kids across the country. The White House expects more than 100,000 visitors during this holiday season.
Yes, it's just beautiful to see. I'm sure this takes hours. My decorations at home, a lot more simple than this.
Whose wouldn't be? Yeah, they went all out. That's cute there. Little ice skaters on the pond there.
I guess they do have
nice.
lots of visitors, so I guess it's worth it.
Very nice.
All right, let's check it out with Savannah. What's coming up?
Guys, temperature is not that bad out there. Most of even the state of Wisconsin waking up to the teens, but across Madison and southern Wisconsin, the 20s. We'll talk about how low temperatures are going to go the next couple of nights, though.
And also ahead, how Badger men's basketball is starting to turn heads across the country.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
Toyotathon is on. Shake up the holidays with an exciting new Toyota. Take an all-wheel drive Camry to go ice skating. Visit Grandma in a Highlander. Grandma! You got it. Or bring home a tree in a Tacoma. Are we in a snow globe?
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
When you want to make junk disappear, leave it where it is. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is full-service junk removal. I've got a partner who lives down the street from you, and we're anxious to come to your rescue. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
After my son was born, I was having a hard time leaving him, only being able to see him once before going to work and then once before bed. That's just not enough time.
At my old job, my entire check went to daycare to pay to be away from my child. We bring our kids with us in the mornings and they ride with us on our routes and then they go to school.
I'm on a route where I'm the one dropping my kids off at school. It's been phenomenal.
Being able to bring them with me has been really great for our family.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Hey, this is Reba McEntire. Everyone told me I needed to see Shuck, and I saw it. So now I'm here to tell you to see Shuck. It's full of jokes, songs, and corn. Just like me.
At Overture Center, February 4th through 9th. Tickets at overture.org.
The holidays could always use more Ghirardelli peppermint bark. More sweaters that hit the mark. More drinks with festive sparks. Because this season, there's no such thing as too much. Ghirardelli peppermint bark adds just the right touch.
Don't miss a chance to win a new furnace from AirServe of Madison. Send us a photo of your old, ugly furnace for a chance to win a new, beautiful furnace in the Ugliest Furnace Photo Contest on channel3000.com. Brought to you by AirServe of Madison.
You make it through security so fast, the agents applaud. Your travel itineraries are so well written, they're on the bestseller list. And you have access to lounges that don't officially exist. That's why you rent with National, where you can skip the counter and choose any vehicle on the Emerald Isle. Because travel isn't a competition, except that it is. And you're winning.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We're back at 6:13. It's Giving Tuesday today, and we're focusing on some local businesses that have been stepping up around the area.
Madison Reading Project is in the midst of their 5th annual community book drive. Our Michelle Renee Quinn is live to show us how people are participating. Good morning.
Chris, Kyrion, good morning. Madison Reading Project has the goal to provide 20,000 books for over 12,000 kids this Christmas, and local businesses are helping out. Right now, we are at the Madison Reading Project, and we're here with Sarah and Rowan. Now, Sarah is one of the representatives from a bank that is participating in this annual drive. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Michelle.
What can you tell us about your participation in this drive?
Yes, well, Park Bank, as a community bank here in Madison, is proud to support Madison Reading Project by hosting a book drive, and we have the book bins in all of our branch locations where folks can drop off their donations.
Can you tell me a few of those locations specifically?
We have one here in Fitchburg, downtown Madison on the square, Verona, Middleton, Sun Prairie. Yeah.
Thank you. And then Rowan Child is also here with us today, and she is the co-executive director of the Madison Reading Project. Now, for those of us who might not be able to make it to a book bin outside and in the area, how else can we give back?
Yeah, good morning. You can always go to our website and you can make an online donation either of funds, or you can also purchase a book online with just a few clicks, and those books will go directly to us yet this week.
So there's an online book registry for people. Okay.
Yeah.
And then in addition to the book drive, you're also doing a fundraiser. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, we have a fundraiser for $110,000. We just passed over, I think we're nearly at the $80,000 mark, so we're close, and hoping to get that to our goal. The fundraiser will be open through the end of the year, so we're positive that we will get there, and we'll start giving out those books. Really, we're starting to give those out early this week and all the way through to the end of the year to make sure every kid has a book for the holidays.
Thank you so much, Rowan. Now, those monetary donations can be given up until the end of the year, but books need to be in by this Friday so that we can make sure the kids get them by Christmas.
All right, Michelle Renee, thank you for highlighting the need there. We want to get those kids those books that they need. Some good stuff. Madison Reading Project do some really good work in the community. Thanks.
Always. Well, let's check in now with meteorologist Savannah Brito. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Planning your day across Madison. Looks like we could see a decent amount of cloud cover at least early and then later in the day, but midday I think we will see a little bit of sunshine. Few flurries early and then mainly late tonight into early tomorrow morning. That's when central Wisconsin could see snow. That will travel further south across southern Wisconsin at least later in the day tomorrow. So not a lot of precipitation can be expected today. Winds could gust up to about 20 miles per hour to 25, but all of that's going to change tomorrow. Those wind speeds really increase, and then our chances for snow showers will increase around the lunchtime hour, noon to 1. Scattered snow showers are going to continue, though, rapidly reducing visibility the evening and the overnight hours into early Thursday morning. We will clear out, though, that being the reason why, again, with the Arctic front as well, too, being the reason why our temperatures are going to drop a lot. We're looking at single-digit air temperatures, but when you factor in the wind chills, those are going to make it feel very, very cold outside. Wind speeds, though, right now about 5 to 10 miles per hour. They will increase out of the southwest later today. We're looking at about 25 to 30 miles per hour, but then tomorrow those wind speeds actually transition back out of the northwest. The Arctic front passes and speeds are actually going to increase about 30 miles per hour, but wind gusts, these are going to reach about 40 to even 45 miles per hour. We don't have a wind advisory in place for tomorrow yet. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if the National Weather Service does issue that. They're not going to decrease a lot overnight. We'll be looking at least 25 to 30 miles per hour still, so very breezy conditions, and that being why we're going to see really low wind chills. So all day today, pretty much looking at the teens based on what it feels like outside. Tomorrow won't be as bad. Actual air temperatures are forecast to finally make it above freezing level in the mid-30s. But when you factor in the wind chill, will be down to what feels like the 20s. Northwest of here, the teens, not terrible, but then after that, we could be looking at least -5 degrees for wind chills, probably even so some areas -10 to -15. That'll be heading into early Thursday morning.
It is a short week for the Packers and a big one, too. Green Bay goes to Detroit on Thursday night for a primetime showdown that will surely have major playoff seeding implications. The good news for Green Bay is that December, well, it may as well be Matt LaFleur's middle name. LaFleur is 19-2 in the 12th month of the year, but when asked if he's happy that the calendar flipped to December,
you know it's December, to be honest with you. I don't care. I know we play the Detroit Lions on Thursday. Today is a Thursday schedule for us. That's where our focus lies. So it really doesn't matter to me.
And if you missed last night or 2 nights ago, former Badger Isaac Guerrendo, he found the end zone through the Buffalo snow. It's Guerendo's 2nd touchdown of his rookie campaign. Expect more where that came from. San Francisco placed their top 2 running backs on injured reserve yesterday, leaving all eyes on Isaac. Wisconsin women's hockey brought their brooms to Maine this past weekend. They swept the Black Bears and remained the country's top-ranked team. Caroline Harvey had a sensational 7-point weekend, earning her 5th WCHA Defender of the Week honors this season. Meanwhile, Kirsten Sims was named the WCHA Forward of the Week. She scored 2 goals in each game in Maine. The non-conference slate for Wisconsin men's basketball has come and gone, and they still haven't lost a game. The Badgers are 8-0 heading into Big Ten play, which begins tonight against Michigan. All of that success is starting to raise some heads around the country. The Badger men moved up 4 spots in this week's AP Top 25 poll, landing all the way up at 11. And the football season is over, which means it's time for the Wisconsin Huddle to shift to basketball. Carter Gilmore, the Wisconsin forward, is our guest this week. Zach Hamley sits down with him, and as always, it will air this Friday at 6:30 p.m. Sticking with hoops, after an awful 2-8 start to the season, Giannis and the Bucks have corrected course. Milwaukee has won 8 of their last 9 games, moving over 500 for the first time this season. The Greek Freak leads the NBA in scoring at 33 points per game. That's your morning sports fix. Have a terrific Tuesday.
Well, still ahead on this terrific Tuesday. Look at all the snow in the Northeast and the gaming system that will make you feel a little bit old.
We'll be back right after this.
Judy Justice. Weekdays at 3 on WISC-TV. Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Hey, sweaty. Sweetie, you good?
Someone stole my Old Spice antiperspirant. Now I'm smelling like perspirant.
I did. Force 24/7 sweat protection.
You did this to my bits.
Discover more ways to save on appliances at our Brothers Main bargain rooms. Get discounts on top brand closeouts, returns, and scratch and dents. Minor dings, major savings. Plus, you can take your purchase home today. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Shop Bergstrom, Madison, or Middleton locations today.
My loves.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the possibilities all around you.
How are the girls?
They're amazing, Dad. As a Capella University nurse practitioner student, you'll learn the advanced skills you need to face the nursing challenges of today and tomorrow. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University.
It's here. Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. Rich, sweet, salted caramel? Caramel. Whatever. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist. Gotta be Wendy's.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont it, you want some ice time, a nice time, so good you posted twice time. You want some cheer, now I'll show you where you gotta be, tell you who you gotta see, ooh, it's gonna make you smile. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont.
Enjoy the magic of the North Pole, just east of O'Hare, with miles of memories waiting to be made. To Rosemont it your way, start at Rosemont.com.
Rosemont it.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
6:24, this picture is from Mark. He says, ice is here. And I'm sure we'll be seeing more of that ice as those temperatures drop.
Oh yeah, it looks cold.
Yeah, I mean, it is cold. I know you said it's not as bad today, but it is still bad.
It's just cold when all those ponds start freezing over. That's when you know it's cold outside.
Yes, that's true.
Oh yeah, just wait until everybody gets out ice fishing on the lakes.
Wow, I can't wait to see that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think I've ever actually seen that in person, so
Really?
we'll see.
Oh yeah, they're dedicated.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Thank you, Mark. Hey, trending this morning, today's big anniversary in gaming. The PlayStation turns 30 today. Sony launched the console December 3rd, 1994. They needed to sell 1 million units to cover costs and ended up selling more than 100 million consoles. Well, this takes me back 30 years. That made me feel old this morning. Just changed things with the CDs. The games were on CDs, and then it had to load. That took a while. That was something, but
they've come a long way, though.
Yeah, they really have. How many PlayStations are we at now?
I think we're at 5 now. The last one I remember.
6? I thought it was
Is it 6 now?
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe not.
I thought people were like fighting over 5.
Second. My
Maybe
parents
6
had
is out. I'm not
1
sure.
and then 2.
I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah.
All right, cool. 30 years old. Well, take a look at this. Images of the snow in the Northeast are just wild. This is in Erie, Pennsylvania. You see the homeowner here holding a big chunk of snow that fell off of his house when he was shoveling. They got more than 5 feet over the holiday weekend, and some parts are expected to get even more coming up today.
I'm just glad we don't have to deal with that usually in Wisconsin. So
Yeah.
that's a lot.
I'm moving out if we had to look at this. Like, no.
Not moving to the east ever.
No.
Eventually, we'll get some snow. None of the forecast, though, right now, really.
Yeah,
huh?
just a couple of light snow showers tomorrow, but that could lead to rapid visibility issues and reductions. We'll talk about that and the timing coming up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hurry into Shopko Optical before your vision benefits expire. Our professional team will walk you through your options, and together, we will maximize your benefits on exams, frames, contact lenses, and more. Your personalized eye care awaits. Visit Shopko Optical today.
Ready to embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of UW's top athletes? News 3 Now Sports Director Zach Hanley takes you inside Wisconsin Huddle, a one-of-a-kind 30-minute weekly special. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's an inside look into the world of Big Ten college athletes, from their journey to Madison to insights on how they prepare for competition. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30 on WISC-TV. Brought to you by TDS Telecom.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on an efficient CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, and the all-electric Prologue. Don't wait. Turn your dreams into reality with a new Honda, named KBB.com's best overall EV and hybrid brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Treat yourself to rich Ghirardelli chocolate and luscious caramel. Experience Ghirardelli caramel squares in a bag and a bar. Makes life a bite better.
I was an occupational therapist and I had lost my position. I was able to just go the next day, oh well, I can dash. I love it for the freedom. I can schedule myself. Also, dashing just gives you a sense of purpose. Having portable benefits would be really awesome for me because I could use them to help cover my vision, copays, and adding to my 401k. And I could continue to build that till I retire.
It takes a rebel to make something beautiful. Beauty takes courage. It's an act of joy. So resist the ordinary and embrace the wow at Florin Decor.
Your eyewear should be as individual as you. With Shopko Optical's extensive selection of frames and lenses, our optometrists will learn about you and help you customize the right choice for your lifestyle. Visit Shopko Optical and find your new signature style today.
This morning, Act 10 struck down. We'll have the judge's rationale and a reaction from state lawmakers.
Plus, why egg prices are on the rise again and what experts say could alleviate the situation.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrie Lee. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. I think it's safe to say that we're glad we're not like up in the Buffalo, New York area and things like that.
Yeah, it's that is an incredible amount of snow that they're digging out from still. More still in the forecast. Here we're talking about cold temperatures. Not too bad this morning. A little bit chilly out there, but we're about to get even colder. Isn't that right, Savannah?
Yeah, so this morning, not bad as we are in the mid-20s right now across actually most of southern Wisconsin, all of Dane County waking up to about 23 or 24 degrees. Some of us even close to 25 or 26, but I still think we're going to see temperatures fall. The reason why temperatures are not that bad this morning, we do have a lot of thicker cloud cover in place right now, but expecting that to break up at least a little bit, hence our falling temperatures. And wind speeds are going to increase later in the day. Right now they're calm to light up to about 5 miles per hour, but these will really increase. Everyone is not dealing with a wind chill. Most of us are. We don't have one factored in Madison right now. That is the air temperature. 17 is what it feels like outside in Lone Rock, and then 14 though, and 10 just to our northwest. Camp Douglas is the one at 10. We're going to see single digit and sub-zero wind chills though. We'll talk about exactly when we're going to see that and the light snow that's in the forecast. That's all coming up in just a bit, guys.
All right, Savannah, thank you. To our top stories this morning, after 13 years, Act 10 is no longer. A Dane County judge has struck down the law.
The law prevented many public sector unions from negotiating for benefits and raises beyond inflation. The judge ruled that creating separate categories for public employees did not have a rational basis. Conservative groups say they intend to appeal the ruling to the state Supreme Court. We asked attorney Rick Eisenberg what that appeal would look like.
Given what they've done in some other cases, you might conclude that the current majority will also depart from the way that these questions have traditionally been handled, but I don't know that. Judges will surprise you.
State lawmakers, meantime, are reacting to the judge's ruling, including State Representative Lisa Subak, who says this ruling is a decisive victory, not only for Wisconsin public employees, but for all Wisconsinites who stand to benefit from a state government that treats its public servants with dignity and respect. Subak represents the 78th Assembly District that covers much of West Madison.
State Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu is also reacting. He says in a statement, quote, despite Act 10 being upheld repeatedly by state and federal courts, an activist Dane County judge decided to issue a ruling suddenly deciding Wisconsin's law is unconstitutional. We will appeal this decision immediately.
In national politics this morning, the Biden administration is defending the president's decision to pardon his son, Hunter. President Biden issued that pardon Sunday for his son's convictions in Delaware and California. The younger Biden lied about his drug use to buy a gun and committed federal tax offenses. Biden had previously said repeatedly he would not pardon his son or commute his sentence. Yesterday, reporters asked the White House press secretary about the president's decision.
Do you think this would have happened if Harris hadn't lost the election?
Look, I'm not gonna get into the election. It is a no. I can answer that. Is a no. And what I can say...
It's a no. This would not have happened if Harris hadn't lost the election. The pardon would not have happened if Harris hadn't lost the election.
I can speak to where we are today, and so I can't speak to hypotheticals here.
In a statement, the president said he believes raw politics had infected the process by which his son was convicted. Meantime, President-elect Donald Trump is calling Biden's pardon of his son an abuse and miscarriage of justice. We should note that Trump himself pardoned his son-in-law's father, Charles Kushner, who pleaded guilty to tax evasion and campaign finance crimes. Trump has since nominated Kushner for ambassador to France.
Trump is demanding that Hamas release the remaining Israeli hostages. Trump says if this does not happen before his inauguration, there will be grave repercussions. He did not elaborate on whether he would involve the U.S. military. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has not responded to the comments, but the country's president, Isaac Herzog, has thanked Trump for his message.
Fitchburg police are trying to track down 2 armed bank robbers. Authorities say the suspects held up the Chase Bank on Cahill, Maine around 3:45 yesterday. Police say the robbers displayed guns and demanded cash from the teller. No one suffered any injuries. Police did not specify how much money the suspects got away with. They have not made any arrests, though. If you have any information, call Fitchburg Police at 270-4300.
With the cold temperatures here, the city of Madison will soon do their final pickups of leaves and yard waste, so you should set your leaves and yard waste out this Sunday. Crews will aim to collect them on the work days thereafter. This all weather dependent. The city says responding to heavy snowfall takes priority. Drop-off sites are also available, but with reduced hours, and you can find more information on the City of Madison's website.
Foodborne illnesses are affecting people in Wisconsin, and it's making consumers take notice. There has been an E. coli outbreak in raw beef in Michigan and another from onions at McDonald's. More recently, a salmonella outbreak in cucumbers has left 3 Wisconsinites sick. These bacteria can begin to develop in the manufacturing process. A UW-Madison food regulation expert tells us the safety of our food falls on the provider and consumer.
Losing track of the fact that we do need to cook things. And then when it comes to the fresh produce, that really is probably going to go back down to, once again, agricultural practices. But they still need to do another part, which is making sure that they don't have any runoff from nearby farms and that they are checking the quality of the water.
Medical experts say there are some concerns over talks of reducing federal mandates and inspections. That would cause public health burden to fall on the states, which may not have the infrastructure to keep up. Well, you may have noticed that egg prices are on the rise.
Experts say the recent outbreak of avian flu has to do much with it. Armand Rahman talked with experts and grocers to help you get the best deal.
I think still a lot of it is going back to avian influenza.
What does avian flu still have to do with the price of eggs? At this time of year, a lot.
So supply is down and demand is strong.
Baking season again being present. Our eggs are flying off the shelf.
At family-owned Miller & Sons Grocery in Verona, they've seen prices fly up and down since Colorado got hit with 2 million cases of avian flu back in July.
When we go from $3 a dozen to $6 a dozen, in a month, I feel for the customers having to buy those.
And if you think that's no yoke, the shelves are sometimes an empty coop.
Bigger brands. Right now, I can only get 1 case of certain brands of eggs, and those are gone in a day, and you hope to just make it to the next day.
They're not the only one. At Trader Joe's on Monroe Street, a sign in their empty shelf reads, "Market fluctuations have scrambled the cost of our egg varieties. We will have limited amounts of our cage-free eggs available."
Hopefully, yeah, at least with the current situation, I don't think we should see too many shortages.
But ask the experts. UW poultry specialist Ron Keene says costs may stay rotten until the country gets a handle on influenza.
There's certainly a group that would like us to start vaccinating. That's a little bit of a political issue because it can affect exports.
In the meantime, managers at Miller's say if you don't want to crack the bank when you're baking for the holidays, you should look for some unlikely, cheaper options.
Smaller farms typically don't get hit as bad as the big farms, right? So those prices haven't changed as much, but it's odd to see organic eggs less expensive.
That was our Armand Rahman reporting. Keene says influenza does not affect a specific type of egg more than others.
Here we go. A few years later, we're still talking about eggs. It's something they just have had a hard time getting a handle on. Those prices. I saw the sign at Trader Joe's, the empty shelves, and there were barely any left. And the ones that were there, Yeah, we're several dollars more than what they would normally go for.
That's right. Just gotta, add a few more dollars to that egg
just what
budget.
We need. Just what we need.
Exactly.
6:38 coming up after the break. Want to tell you about some deals if you are looking to travel in 2025.
Most of us were waking up to the 20s, a couple of us down to the teens, but wind chills are in place. They really will be in place on Thursday morning. We'll talk about those and how low they'll go coming up.
And coming up, we'll tell you how you can help Madison Reading Project give books to kids this Christmas season.
Technology is everywhere, and our kids are embracing it to learn, play, and socialize. But with endless ways to access the digital world, monitoring their screen time can be tough. So SSM Health and News 3 Now created the Time for Kids digital playbook. Join us on air and online for stories and strategies to help your family navigate, set rules, and stay safe in the ever-evolving digital age. Let's focus on tech together by taking Time for Kids.
Save big money on power tools this holiday season, now at Menards. Menards carries a great selection of power tools that are perfect for any project. Skill delivers advanced power and torque with convenience and portability. The PowerCore 20 battery is interchangeable with every Skill 20-volt power tool. Plus, they make a great gift. Pick up this 20-volt cordless drill kit today for just $49. Now at Menards.
More season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday!
Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $12, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Do you guys have a favorite child?
I have a favorite son.
It's me, right?
At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Toyotathon is on. Shake up the holidays with an exciting new Toyota. Take an all-wheel drive Camry to go ice skating. Visit Grandma in a Highlander. Grandma! You got it. Or bring home a tree in a Tacoma.
Are we in a snow globe?
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Eric Franke with this live Channel 3000.
Expect even more from Channel 3000 Plus.
Acorn with this live Channel 3000.
Live updates from the News 3 Now team. Breaking news as it happens.
Good morning and happy Thursday. Temperature.
Weather every 10 minutes.
Meteorologist Alex Harrington with your news.
Free on your time. Download the app, connect to your streaming TV, and connect with News 3 Now on Channel 3000 Plus. Channel 3000 Plus, powered by News 3 Now, helping you move your day forward. You're watching News 3 Now this morning, moving forward.
It is 6:42, and it's Giving Tuesday, and local businesses have been stepping up all around our area.
Yeah, so there are so many deserving organizations in our viewing area, all in need. We can't have them all on the show.
Right.
So we are focusing on one this morning, and that's the Madison Reading Project. They're in the midst of their 5th annual community book drive, and our Michelle Renee Quinn is live out this morning to tell us about how we can help out the Madison Reading Project to help so many local kids. Michelle Renee?
Yeah, Chris, Kyrion, good morning. The Madison Reading Project has the goal to provide 20,000 books for over 12,000 kids this Christmas. Now, I'm here at the Madison Reading Project with one of the sponsors, one of the small businesses or big businesses that is helping with this annual community drive, Sarah Brendan, representative from Park Bank. Good morning.
Good morning.
And can you tell us a little bit about how this impacts children? What are you guys doing? How does this help?
We're very, very happy to support Madison Reading Project in their goal to provide free books to kids that reflect children's unique identities in our community. We've partnered with Madison Reading Project for many years and continue to do so.
And what does it mean for such a staple of the community? You know, these are banks, these are things that people use every single day, to then give back in this way.
Well, I believe, and one of our tenets as an organization is that by giving, we all move forward, and to help young people in our community feel that they're being represented, they're seen, and help them to grow.
Thank you very much. Also here with us is the co-executive director of the Madison Reading Project, Rowan Childs. Good morning.
Good morning.
And what can you tell us about this? What's going on?
Yeah, so every year we have our community book drive. It's really all about getting everyone together, whether it's an individual, an organization, a business, a civic group, and really asking everyone to either donate funds or donate new books so that every child in our community can have a new book over the holidays or winter break.
This is your 10th year being Madison Reading Project. This is a huge deal. The 5th year for this event, specifically this drive. What does it mean to be able to give back to the community in this way again?
Yeah, it's really amazing to see so many people coming together, and also it's great to see how much the community also cares. I love seeing children who also want to be able to gift a book. It doesn't matter how old you are. It really is amazing to see people who want to make sure that children are looked after, that children have books, that they are able to read and enjoy and love books. And also it's that time of the year too where everybody wants someone to have a gift. And gifts that also inspire book joy. And that's something that's long lasting.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. The Madison Reading Project will be having this fundraiser until the end of the year, and you can donate monetarily in person or online. And when you're donating books, you have until this Friday, so that way we can make sure all of the kids get their book by Christmas.
Nothing like a new book on Christmas. I know my girls love books, so this is like the perfect thing.
Yeah, a lot of the parents out there do what it is, something they want, something they need, something to wear, and something to read.
Yes.
So this would be a perfect fit.
Kyrian, I'm just like you.
Yeah.
My nieces will be getting new books for Christmas every single year. It's the tradition. There's no better gift than a book.
You got that right. Michelle Renee, thank you so much.
All right, a lot of the East Coast digging out this morning from that heavy lake effect snow. The first big storm of the season dumped 2 to 5 feet over parts of New York, including Buffalo and New York's southern suburbs. People in Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania in similar conditions. Forecasters say the lake effect snow will continue through this evening. Some places near Erie, Pennsylvania could see another foot.
Yeah, yeah. That guy looks like he's putting in work. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Doing the work, yeah, digging out. Nothing like this. We rarely talk about feet of snow, if ever, here in Wisconsin. We do have some flurries and some colder temperatures in the forecast, Savannah.
Yeah, the cold air and then the flurries that are in the forecast, that's going to be in today, and then even warmer temperatures tomorrow. We're actually going to be above freezing level, but planning your day on this Tuesday, a few flurries, temperature is warming into the upper 20s after a little bit of a cooler start. We are going to have much warmer temperatures both tomorrow and then especially tomorrow night. That'll be ahead of the next Arctic blast that we're going to see. Wind speeds right now, not a problem, but we're quickly going to see those increase. And then a wind chill. Most of us are waking up to one factored in this morning. Not all of us. Madison and most of Dayton County actually are not. But as wind speeds increase, most of us are looking at what feels like the teens, even though we'll see those upper 20s today. With wind speeds approaching about 30 miles per hour, still not as strong as what we're going to see tomorrow. Look at these gusts. We're approaching about 40 to even 45 miles per hour. That's going to be tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon into the evening, and even the overnight hours. Those are still going to be upwards of 25 to even 30 miles per hour. Wind chills, though, those are going to be dangerously low, and with the snow that's going to be moving in, I think we could see a little bit of an accumulation. That would be not until tomorrow afternoon. So a couple of flurries here and there today, and then tonight as clouds increase, I think we are going to see that snow north of here across central Wisconsin and even north of that area overnight. For us, we're looking at across southern Wisconsin the afternoon, about lunchtime. That'll continue scattered snow showers into the evening and the overnight hours. And then as skies clear, this is early Thursday morning, our temperatures really fall. So we're looking at probably 10 degrees. A couple areas could fall closer to 5 degrees. I don't think that'll be widespread across southern Wisconsin. But when you factor in the wind chills, with those factored in, will at least be -5. Pretty much everyone looking at sub-zero chills, maybe even as low as -10 to -15. And then we'll see temperatures only warm to about 22 Thursday, but we will see chills factored in all day again. But looking at the weekend, much better weather, 36 Saturday, and then the 40s return for Sunday. So we have some silver linings in the 10-day.
Okay, we'll take those 40s over those teens and 20s.
Absolutely.
Savannah, thank you. Well, if these frigid temperatures have you dreaming of a summer trip, the best time might be now to book that trip. Today is known as Travel Tuesday. It's a day where the travel industry offers some big savings. At some Hyatt hotels, you can save up to 20% if you book by next Monday. Hilton boasts up to 40% off of some of their hotels in Las Vegas. And Marriott is offering up to 25% off for members if you book today.
They know that the demand is there for it, and they don't want to miss out on that shopper who wants to book something extra.
Many of the deals are good through 2025, and you can often find even better prices if you bundle your hotel and air travel.
There you go, somewhere nice and warm. Sounds good.
Yes, it really does. Right about now, because these temperatures are a little frigid. Yes, frigid indeed.
A little escape.
Yes.
A little escape next year.
Well, coming up in the morning sprint, the types of protein that can best protect your heart.
If you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, send us a picture, would you? We'd love to help them celebrate. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Hey there, Madison. Dina here again. If you have a plumbing emergency, you need the RHD Dream Team difference. Call us in the morning and we'll see you the same day. If it leaks, bursts, or freezes, you need the RHD Dream Team. We remedy your disaster fast. That's the Dream Team difference.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
The holidays could always use more Ghirardelli peppermint bark. More sweaters that hit the mark. More drinks with festive sparks. Because this season, there's no such thing as too much. Ghirardelli peppermint bark adds just the right touch.
Score the lowest prices of the year right now at Brothers Main's Black Friday sale. You won't find lower prices anywhere. And enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Main's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Furniture, downtown Watertown, distinctly different. Wisconsin's largest and most spectacular Christmas show, Christmas in the Dells Dinner Show, is now open. It all starts with a 4-course Christmas feast, complete with ham, turkey, and all the fixins. And with new songs, cast and costumes, plus an appearance by Santa. This truly will be a magical holiday season. Enjoy the largest nativity in the state, complete with flying angels and live animals. Get your tickets today at ChristmasInTheDells.com. That's ChristmasInTheDells.com.
They say the kitchen is the heart of the home, but one look at this mess proved this love affair was over. If outdated, worn, and no wow factor describes a room in your home, you need the RHD Dream Team difference. We'll be on time, on budget, and fabulous from design to installation to put the heart back into your home.
Visit Chris Kindle Market at 7 Acre Dairy Company in Paoli.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
Act 10 has been overturned. A Dayton County judge has struck down the law 13 years after it went into effect. The law prevented many public sector unions from negotiating for benefits and raises beyond inflation. The judge ruled that creating separate categories for public employees did not have a rational basis. Conservative groups say they intend to appeal the ruling to the state Supreme Court.
Former Wisconsin Assembly Speaker and State Supreme Court Justice David Prosser has died. It comes after a month-long battle with cancer. Prosser served in the Assembly 18 years, on the High Court for another 18. While in the legislature, he pushed for funding for a new Brewer Stadium. He was 81 years old.
New this morning, the Green Lake County Sheriff's Office is investigating a death of a 75-year-old man. They say the man and his vehicle were found in the Fox River adjacent to his property in St. Marie. The vehicle had ice around it, and authorities found the man alongside the vehicle. Princeton fire officials had to use a hovercraft to recover the man.
Also new this morning, Fitchburg police are trying to track down a couple of armed bank robbers. The robbery happened at Chase Bank on Cahill, Maine around 3:45 yesterday. Police say the suspects entered the bank with guns, demanded cash. No one got hurt. They're not sure how much cash they got away with. But if you have any information, these suspects are still at large. Call the Fitchburg Police Department.
President Biden is defending his decision to pardon his son Hunter. In a statement, the president said he believes raw politics had infected the process by which his son had been convicted. President Biden issued the pardon on Sunday for his son's convictions in Delaware and California. The younger Biden lied about his drug use to buy a gun and committed federal tax offenses.
President-elect Donald Trump threatening to impose sweeping tariffs on products from several nations. He most recently threatened to impose a 100% tariff on the 9 BRICS nations. They include Brazil, Russia, India, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates, among others. The move comes after he threatened to impose a 25% tariff on products coming from Mexico, Canada, and China.
A new study says eating less animal-based protein and more plant-based protein can lower your risk of cardiovascular and heart diseases. The study out of Harvard looked at people who ate a variety of protein-rich foods. They found those with the highest ratio of plant-based protein had a 19% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. The risk of coronary heart disease fell 27%.
Well, temperatures will once again make it into the upper 20s today. A warmer day ahead tomorrow, actually, but we'll be dealing with scattered snow showers, visibility issues, very strong winds and wind chills that'll be in place, especially tomorrow night. -5 at least, could be lower than that too.
Boy,
we were doing okay till you added the wind chill.
Yeah, I know.
That is brisk.
Definitely dangerous.
Thank you. We're back in 30 minutes.